We're going to start with tonight. And we'll start with Kai Carlin.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
I'm good.
Hey, Coach, I wanted to actually ask you what you've seen at Tyrese Maxey lately. I think he stepped up, and I think he made 2 threes in the first quarter. What have you seen from him in terms of his three-point shooting?
Yeah, he's really coming on. He still's got to pick the right ones. He had one in the second half that was not one of my favorites with 22 seconds on the clock. But he's working on it, and what we've seen in practice, he makes them. I think what he's at 28, 29% right now. So we're trying to get that up. But he's a better three-point shooter than his numbers. I would say that. You are what your numbers are. I get that, but he is a better. And then his ability to get down hill is huge for us. All right, and it's going to pay dividends for us in the playoffs.
And then Ben had 10 points in the first quarter. I think he had one of them was a fadeaway jumper. He's kind of been taking more jumpers like that lately. Is that something you're encouraging him to do, to take more jump shots like that, or just play his game?
I let you guys talk about all the jump shooting. I think you guys love that subject, Kai, so I'll let you stay on it. We'll keep winning. You guys keep talking about the jump shots. But I don't care. I mean, he works on everything. He really does. He works. We're working on the low right and left hand hooks, fadeaways. I mean, but, I just want him to keep playing. I don't worry about his shot selection right now. For the most part, he takes pretty good ones.
Thanks, Coach.
Mark Narducci.
Hey, Doc, you always say about no matter how many players are missing from the other team, a win is a win. And this year, you guys have been able to beat teams with losing records, at a pretty high rate. How important is that? Because it's probably easy in this league to overlook teams like that at times.
Yeah, it's important. I mean, if you want a 1 seed or, one of the top seeds, Mark, you really have to do it. I can think of some games we've dropped as well, but I also can think of some games that we probably shouldn't have won, and we've come back to win. So it probably all washes out at the end of the day. I have found the end of this season, with COVID involved, to be pretty difficult for everybody.
Okay, thanks.
Keith Pompey.
Doc, in pregame, you said you guys are competing against yourselves. Well, how did y'all do against yourselves today?
Well, we did okay. I mean, we shot 53%, 135 points. I didn't think defensively we were that great. But they had so many small lineups, and we decided just to stay traditional, more for the work on it. So overall, I'll take the win. Listen, last year we were dying for a road win. Now we just won 3 in a row, so we'll take them.
So you taking ownership of last year, even though you weren't here. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm part of the team now, so that was one of the things we talked about is we have to win on the road, and so we're doing it. We got to keep doing it then.
Now talk about Joel's performance and specifically the third quarter. I believe he scored 17 of his 35 points, 34 points in the third.
Yeah, I mean, we clearly had a matchup, right? And so, early on they tried to trap. We kept getting threes. They came in the third quarter and didn't trap. And so we went to Joel. I mean, I asked one of our guys, I said, this is not rocket science. We have a matchup against our best player. Let's use it. And I thought our guys did a good job of it.
Thanks, Doc.
Thanks.
Lauren Rosen.
Hey, Doc, you guys tie your longest winning streak with 6 now. Also happens to be the case that you guys haven't lost since Ben returned. How direct is that correlation to you, his availability and winning?
Yeah, I think it definitely connects. I mean, we've obviously won games that Ben has missed. But with him on the floor, it makes things a lot easier for everybody, Lauren. I thought we were really struggling right before he came back, just offensively. I thought we were struggling with our pace. And, sometimes you sit out and you sit back and you watch that yourself. I'm assuming Dan was watching. I mean, I can't tell you if he was or not, but it definitely helps.
Thank you.
Time for a few more. First, we'll go to John Clark.
Hey, Doc, you were talking about beneficial for the playoff run. How beneficial is it for Joel? 5 of the last 7 games, the minutes are around 25, getting his work in, but also kind of getting some rest as well.
You know, John, I actually don't know the answer. Always going back and forth on whether not playing your normal minutes is good or not if you're playing, you know. So I think it's good for all of our guys. I think the science people would actually differ. They think the guys, their normal minutes is what they actually should play. It helps them in the long run with conditioning, but I just know getting them out in the big league is safer. So for me, I look at it that way. Getting all those guys through a game healthy right now is very important as well.
All right, last question. We'll go to Rich Hoffman.
Hey, Doc. Danny made a couple corner threes, and that's typically what he does. But I was worried. I was curious, specifically the cuts he makes. It seems like he's really able to kind of sneak behind the defense from corner to corner along the baseline. Have you seen a player do that as kind of efficiently as him?
Not many. I mean, hell, it's called the Danny Green cut. So, you know, clearly he probably does it better than anybody. I mean, he probably gets 2 or 3 a game where he is just dead open from movement. I mean, the one in the first half, just genius. You know, it was a read and guy was still standing in the opposite corner. He didn't know Danny had gone, you know, and he has a knack for it. You know, I'm really hoping, and like all the early guys see it, you know, because it is obviously instinctive, but it is probably something you can teach as well. So I'm hoping our early guys see it as well.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Take care, guys.